Hello once again, and welcome to another exciting DCHL Outsider podcast. We are going on to episode 3 without being canceled, so major shoutouts to everyone who's supporting the cast, who's loving it, who loves the shoutouts, who love the streams, who love all that we do here. It's so cool that everyone's into it, and we love doing it. So this episode is going to be a real hodgepodge. I'm sorry in advance. Maybe it's what you wanted, maybe it's not. We're just going to wing it. We had a short Wednesday week for the MDHL. We had 2 championship games, D2, excuse me. And then we had some free play. We had an abridged Sunday schedule as well. We had Beach Bash. We had Roller. We're going to try to get to as much as we can in the limited time that we can. So we're just going to wing it. Exciting first off news. We got a new microphone. So my annoying, awful, raspy, awful voice is going to be crystal clear now. Not sure if that's better or worse, but we're going to see. Starting with the next episode. I'm too lazy to get it all figured out right now. So, cool. Go with that. So, we are going to right now go to a pre-taped segment with Suds. We are, in fact, pre-taping things now. We are so far ahead of the game. Here's me and Suds talking about the roller hockey, last week's roller hockey games, the updates, his thoughts, and some exciting DCHL news that goes along with that. So I'll kick it over to me and Suds. Alright folks, we are joined here today by Suds. I know we had many requests to keep him off the podcast, but right now there's nothing we can do. We need someone here for RHL and some DCHL updates every now and then. So if you're a roller player, get a hold of me. We just want some quick recaps. Help us out. Let's keep Suds off the cast. So without further ado, Suds, what's up?
Hey, folks. How are you?
Thanks for the huge intro and all that awesome material you had to add, Suds. So let's get right into it.
No problem.
Last Monday we had some roller. Today's Monday right now before roller. So we're going to give you last week's updates, and we're going to hopefully spread the news out there on roller. Be like, hey, we're doing the podcast. We want more roller coverage. People like it. Tell them to get a hold of me. We could do 5-minute recap on the games, just every other week. We'll do it. Let me know. Get me a crew, baby. I need a crew.
Yeah, and you know what? This is we're gonna do I'm gonna do a podcast for starting next season when we have our D1 teams back and we have more teams to play as well too for next season in fall, starting in late September. But for now, we're gonna add the roller section into your podcast and give you a quick recap as well. So look for a full RHL Alone podcast coming out late September for the fall season.
Ooh, the standalone. Impressive.
Yes, we'll give roller coverage, roller players much more love there on the podcast. But this season we have 8 teams, 2 divisions. And it's been a very good league so far, Joe. A lot of our top teams did not return because they have a conflicting schedule with ice and the Laurel Ice House Guard, which is a huge roller program in the summertime. So we made do with 8 teams, and the players that came back are joy to play with. There's been no drama. It's been fun, laid back. Referees have enjoyed it. It's been a terrific season so far. And we've had some very good competitive games and a pretty good 2-tier division. Let's go to the first game if you have the schedule from last week, actually.
Yes, I
Hurricanes,
do.
Little Big Men.
Hurricanes, Little Big Men. What do you got?
Yeah, this is the game that we actually did a last-minute impromptu Facebook live feed stream on, and it was a pretty good game. Surprisingly, the Hurricanes had a flat game. They didn't play well. They're missing one player, but still, with the roster they had, they should have been a lot better. Little Big Men, on the other hand, were superb. Toby and Jong Lee, 2 of the better players in our league, lit up the scoreboard. They were magic. It was like Backstrom and Ovechkin if you're a Caps fan. They created, they forechecked, they made passes, they scored pretty goals. Watch the Facebook live feed. They dominated. As a result, their team, Little Big Men, dominated. They won pretty handily in that game.
I know a lot of people do watch the DCHL streams, watch the ball hockey. I for one, I like to watch a roller game here and there. I want to check it out. I want to see what it's all about, see the differences, see what roller skills I might be able to transfer over to floor. So I would highly suggest you check out the streams. They're awesome. We love the support for the streams. If people love it, we're going to keep doing it. And if people don't love it, I'll probably still do it anyway.
Yes, and you know what? Nice segment there, Joe, because I've been in charge of putting together a new D1 team in DCHL, Mercury Rising, and I'm always looking for talent. And one of our top roller players, he's going to be doing a trial version. He's gonna come out and see if he can translate his roller skills into ball hockey. Jeff Minnie will be joining Mercury Rising on a trial basis in about 3 or 4 weeks, and we'll see if the roller skills do translate nicely into ball hockey skills.
Well, speaking of Jeff here, he played for the Puck Gliders, and they took on the Young Guns in the second game of
Yes.
Monday's scorecard. So he did well. He scored eight goals.
Yes, yeah. In roller hockey, it's all about goal scoring. It's all about offense. Average in RHL, average scores like 10 to 8. 11 to 7. 15, 16 goals per game average. And Jeff, obviously one of our star players, had 8 goals and 3 assists. Their team dominated Will Sarr's team. Will wasn't there. That didn't help the Young Guns, obviously. They're a good young team as well, too. And you know the Young Guns from the MDHL. They're a team there called Cherry Pickers, Don's
Cherry Pickers. Is a
Ricky
Don
Garcia,
Cherry reference?
Yes, Ricky Garcia, Gray, Declan. A lot of the players they play roller. So these guys are good young players in MDHL and also in roller, too. But they were missing Will, and they played against a very tough Puck Gliders team, with probably the best team in the division by far. They have no depth, but they have 4 guys who can play all game long. They can score goals, and they easily won that game against the Young Guns.
That was very interesting there. I'd love to see how he does in DCHL. I think that's an interesting transition. So that's something we'll have to watch. But let's go on. We got
great skills. I'm sorry, great
skills.
Great skills. Great skill set. Obviously, running on foot as opposed to skating it's going to be a transition. Playing with a ball, so our pucks to be a transition. But this guy, nicest guy in the world, super nice guy, which is always my soft spot when I'm putting teams together. And he's got the skill set. And I expect him to score goals. We'll see what happens. We need goal scorers in Mercury Rising.
Do you really, though? I mean,
I think we do.
Got some goal scorers.
We do. But, compared to other teams, we don't have the firepower they do. Look at the roster across the board. We have the least amount of firepower. Maybe the White Walkers, but they have Keith. They have got Chris Thorpe in DCHL. So they got firepower. Sean Bosbinder. We need to get more goal scoring. I think this guy, if he can stick around and translate, will be one of our mainstay forwards.
No, and I'm also going to have to disagree with you on the White Walkers there. They are, on paper, one of the most loaded teams, very consistent. I feel like they sometimes just have a rough game in the playoffs here or there. They don't have any real soft spots on the roster.
I agree with that.
So
they're not a great goal scoring team though. That's my only concern but they have goal scorers. They have
Chris
Thorpe,
that's the thing.
Brennan,
Chris, Jamie, Boris, Keith, Sean. I mean, they got Abdul at the point, which is a problem. But Abdul going to get no love on this cast. No love this week. Maybe he'll get some next week when Suds isn't around. But
he's the Jason Maxtein. If he gets his point shot on goal, he's dangerous. If he misses the point shot, it's the other way around.
It's brutal. If he gets down, he's going to score a bunch. Down with the socialists. Abdul is a capitalist. All right, but back to some roller here. We got Blades of Steel and the Wheelers going on right now.
Well, before that, can we go over to the Stanley Capitals and Monarchs, the 9:30 game?
That was the 9:30 game. Monarchs and the Capitals was 10:15. Suds.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I wasn't even there, and I know this. How am I Suds? How am I always right? Do I just know everything?
You're right, because I hit refresh my page and went back to the original starting date of the season. So I apologize.
Don't you hate being wrong, especially to me?
No. Being wrong is okay. We're all human beings, it's okay. Just knowing you're wrong and amending it's always cool. But you are right. I had the game wrong. It was Blade Steel and the Wheelers. Now this is the D2 game. The last 2 games are D2 games. These 2 teams are the top 2 D2 teams this season. Okay, these 2 teams, unless something dramatic happens, will probably be in the finals. And the Wheelers, to me, have the edge because they have much more depth goal scoring, and that depth showed as they beat the Blades of Steel 7-3. This is a game the Blades of Steel again came out flat. The Wheelers scored early. They held the lead, and the Blades of Steel scored late to break a shutout and make it respectable. But the game that the Wheelers dominated.
So here's my question: who is the Blades of Steel regular goalie? Because it had Dennis listed as a sub.
Yeah, actually, there was for the first time in DCHL League's history, we had a trade in the middle of the season. two teams requested a trade of goalies, and the goalies agreed to it. Bill Enright was traded from the Blades of Steel to Stanley Capitals for Dennis Jimenez. So that was a mid-season trade. And Blades of Steel goalie now is Dennis, and Stanley Capitals goalie is now Bill Enright. That was a mid-season trade that was initiated and approved by all parties.
Oh, that's
First
exciting.
ever traded in DCHL League's history.
Ooh, it's not a bad idea. I'm sick of losing players to free agency. I might have to start trading for some future draft picks. So,
Yes.
well, that's exciting. Wheelers get the W there. And then the
Yes.
last game Suds was clamoring for, we got Monarchs Capitals.
Yeah, Monarchs Capitals. This is two
Capitals.
young.
Capitals.
I still say I say Capitals, but I say it in a very negative way. But yeah, I'm not obviously a Washington Capitals fan. But the team was named after the Washington Capitals won the Stanley Cup. Obviously, the captain is Andrew Kalis, and the Kalis brothers actually are the main core of this team. Their star players are Jung Lee, Josh Griffiths. And this team is pretty good, actually. They're playing against a Monarchs team that's got a new young goalie. I think it's a 14 or 15-year-old, if I recall correctly. He's playing goalie and roller. Jack Blackfelt's son, Donovan, is playing goalie, and his other son, Mickey, is playing out. So we have two young kids who are on the Capitals program.
Monarchs.
Ice House Garden. Yeah, but they're a part of the Capitals, Craig Laughlin's program at Ice House Garden.
Oh, wow.
Young player, and they're involved in the program, so it's good to see that. And their dad loves playing with them, so this is Donovan's first chance to play goalie in a league format. And young kid and a 15-year-old, he's holding his own, playing very, very well. And he had a good game. And the Monarchs and the Capitals, it was a very exciting game, back and forth. Late goal by the Monarchs tied it up at 4-4, and it ended up at a 4-4 tie.
There is your RHL recap. So thanks to Suds for calling in, for giving us an update. Again, please, anyone who does roller, please help out. We don't want Suds here every week. I want to meet the awesome roller players. I want to see how they love it. I want to get their perspective, player interviews, just their experiences. Let's hear it. Get a hold of me. Tell Suds that you'll take care of it, and we will go from there. So we knocked off Monday. Let's go to Wednesday. We had some exciting championship games. We had the D2 Championship, Ugly Pucklings, starring yours truly, against the Blade Runners here. This was a very exciting game. We had, I'm not going to spoil too much. Check out the stream. It was awesome. I believe Jess called it. She did a great job. And Ugly Pucklings came out on top. Major shout-outs to Amit and Patrick, who were the co-MVPs. They did a very good job. It was a great team effort. Jason Stitcher did a good job in net. Shout-outs to him. Shout-outs to everyone on the team. It was fun to play with you guys. So, it was a great season. Awesome, fun, love it. Shout-outs to the Blade Runners. All really cool people. I don't want to make early predictions, but I'm pretty sure the Blade Runners are going to be the favorites for next season early on. I've got a hunch. So I'm not going to bet against my own teams, but Blade Runners are in fact going to be the team to beat. So let's go to Rec. We had the Wu-Tang Clan, shoutouts to Ric Flair, versus the Lucky Pucks here in the championship game. I'm not sure if it was the first championship for the Lucky Pucks, but it definitely was for the Wu-Tang Clan. And this was not a bad game. It was physical, rough, unfortunately. Some games are going to get intense like that. Lucky Pucks came out on top. They had, I believe it was 2 goals from Jeff Sokol and 1 or 2 from Matt Sloan, who Jeff and Matt were the co-MVPs. It was a great game. Also streamed. Suds called it, so hopefully you check that out as well on the DCHL Leagues page. We love streaming it. We would love to have more people streaming games with us, calling games, just doing play-by-play or color, hanging out with us, enjoying the awesome experience that is streaming a game, giving the shout-outs, giving the love. That's what we're here for, and that's pretty much, I don't know, that sounds so lame. It's so fun, though. It really is. If you're even on the fence or remotely interested, you totally should do it. It's so cool. It's so fun, and I don't know. It's just so great. Just do it. Just stream a game with me or Suds or Jason Stitch if we can get him to do a game here and there. Jason's so good at that. Jason is so good. That's why he is the voice of the DCHL. He's great at calling games. He's very, very good at it. And I'm always impressed when he does a game. I love it when he calls my games. I feel like his perspective is very good. I learn a lot when I go back and watch the games. And shout outs to Stitch for his goalie play on Wednesday and his analysis and stream. So we've got some DCHL action. Short week. Sorry, folks. Just 5 games, but you'll get your DCHL fix here. We had the Street Sharks and the Gwendolyn Knights battle at the 10:05. Early bird gets the worm game. We had the Street Sharks besting the Blue Knights, who were short. Let's be honest. They were missing some of their players. I know Jake and Heather were not there, and I believe they had a couple other subs as well. So they did fine. Street Sharks had their number, though. Street Sharks played a good game. Lots of scoring. We had... I mean, when you got a short Gwendolyn team, it's going to be rough. You rely on chemistry. They play together. They play together on Mondays. They get used to it. So when you're shorthanded, it's a little rough, and they did their best. But speaking of shorthanded, it's such an awful lead-in, and you probably realize that I was like, I got to mention shorthanded so I can make a reference to Sheik with a big shorthanded goal for the Street Sharks, assisted by Jackie. Jackie's apparently insane, awesome, so we got to keep an eye out for her because she could be a very, very strong talent in the league. So nice assist on that. I believe she had a goal and an assist last week. So in a few games, she's already racking up some points. So major shout outs to her, Sheik with the shorty, and we had Jean-Michel scoring an unassisted goal, or as they say in French, sans assistance. I had to look that up. I took a year of French eventually at some point in my life, and I can't speak a lick of it. But I went to Google Translate and typed in unassisted, and that gave me the translation. And I hit the the thing that pronounces it, and it sounded so cool, and I cannot do it justice. And it was awesome. So shout outs to Jean-Michel for his goal, add an assist in the game. So cool. He's awesome. Much love, but more props here for Joe Abbott, who scored on a penalty shot goal. Chris Vasilius, he got called for roughing on this, gave Joe the penalty shot. Not sure what happened there. Joe, he delivered, scored. Unfortunately, came too little too late, but Joe nonetheless scored on a penalty shot. It's going to help his team later on in the season. You never know in the playoffs. You might go to a shootout, and you're going to want your guys and your girls very, very ready for that because you never know when you're going to need a shootout goal. And I'm rambling. Good start, I guess. So, second game of the day, we had the Hockey Dead against the poorly named Species 5618. So, I'm happy to say here right now, I will never, ever, ever, hopefully ever again have to mention that team name because late-breaking DCHL Outsider News. I got a message from a source on the inside of the team. Broke it to me before Suds. New team name, they're going to be the Midnight Riders. Okay? For those of you who don't know, Midnight Riders, that's a song by the Allman Brothers. And I love the Allman Brothers because they've got a great sound, and I look, call it wishful thinking, I look a bit like Dwayne Allman. I really do. I hope. It's awesome. I got to listen to the song a billion times now. It's so good. I would play it right now for you, but I don't want to get sued. We got to protect the DCHL League's liabilities here. Though, in all honesty, one of my life goals is to get this podcast so big enough that if I do something like that, I will be significant in known enough to be sued. Because if I play it here and we get 5-10 views, I mean, maybe up to 100 listens. If we get up 200 listens, it would be so cool. So share it with your friends. Try to tell the Allman Brothers we want to use their music. If someone knows the Allman Brothers, hook us up. It's such a dumb thing I just said. No one knows the Allman Brothers, and it's never going to happen, so whatever. But I got to give some shout-outs here. Hockey Dead, 2 goals, Derek O'Halloran. Holler at your boy. Deserves that hashtag. This was a good game. Derek got a pair. Awesome. Suds told me, Sammy Berkeley, if I'm pronouncing that name right, she scored her first goal in DCHL leagues, scored for the new team. The new name Midnight Riders. Bam, scored. Good. Congratulations for her. But you know what? Not the biggest thing. It's it's her first goal in rec. You got to do more. Got to do more than just one goal in rec to impress me. So, congratulations for that. Bring it in the higher divisions, and then we'll talk. We're just gonna throw that out right there. We'll see what happens. Hopefully, she gets the memo. So, awesome there. Just a good game. I think rec division is shaping up really well. No team in rec is undefeated right now. I guess no team is running the table with wins. Some teams got some ties. No team is really ahead. I think this is going to be a very tight division. I think that Suds did a good job building their teams. I think he did a good job rebalancing it a bit. Having the Crazy Eights no longer in the division is going to free up a lot of space for other teams, so the players are going to be able to grow. They're not going to feel under the gun. They're not going to feel like they're trying to climb this mountain, like trying to take down the Crazy Eights. It's going to be a great division. But their sister team, the Crazy Eights, the Lucky Sevens, they brought it. They brought it in their game against the Slashing Pumpkins. They scored a touchdown. Staying true to their name, they had a lucky 7 goals here against the Slashing Pumpkins. I'm guessing they weren't all lucky because scoring 7 goals, you can't just do that all on luck. So, Suds is telling me this team you got to watch out for. Gwendolyn and the Crazy Eights. They've got their superstar team of Ben, Berger, Aaron Brown, Sam Brinker. So apparently we got a three-peat, a trifecta, triplets. Excuse me, twins. Twins is 2, triplets is 3. I'm an idiot. So stupid. Sam had 3 goals and an assist. Tom had 2 goals, and David had a goal and an assist. Apparently these guys are young. They're strong players. I got to see them. I'm excited. I don't know what I'm looking for, but apparently these guys can play. So this might be the start of something awesome. This might be a couple more DCHL Rising Stars. We might see them in D4 next season, D3. You never know. And it's always exciting when new strong players come in here because the league wants to grow. We want new talent. Not only that, we want new people here to join the DCHL community. Because it's really, at the end of the day, it's all about community. So we'll get to that later. Going to grow the community, going to do it all up. But shout-outs to Sam for his hat trick. Shout-outs to the rest of the team. This is going to be an exciting team. Shout-outs to Sal for being the captain of this team. Sal does a good job. He said he'd be ref. He said he'd learn to be a ref. He's still getting the hang of it. He's doing a good job. He's a captain of some teams. He's doing what he can to help the league. He's doing what he can to help his teams. He's being a leader, So, shout-outs to Sal for all of his contributions to the DCHL leagues. Shout-outs to Jason, goalie for the Lucky Sevens. Haven't seen him play yet. 1-goal game. Shout-outs to him. He's doing well. So, let's see if there's, again, more new talents. You never know what's going on right now. We might have some superstars in the making. So, we'll take it. I know I'm ranting about these games. Got to give people some props, though. Speaking of props here, Gwendolyn Gladiators put up 48 shots against Pete Lang, playing goalie for Shangri-La. Pete turned aside 47 in a 2-1 win here for Shangri-La. Sepp Fraunhofer, probably pronouncing the name wrong, doing my best. Anyone who has an issue with that, contact me. Tell me the right pronunciation. I will make it work. I will fix it. I will change for you. I am willing to change. But Sepp came in big, scored the game winner. Pete Lang, 47 saves. Remember, last week, Pete Lang, one of the members of the inaugural stream team for his shutout, dropped a huge shutout against the Stingrays in D3. Dropped 47 saves is insane for a D4 game. Gladiators really brought it. So that's unbelievable that he was able to stop that many. That's insane. That's a great game for Pete. He's bringing it here. He got some new pads. He was talking saying he got some new pads, saying likes the feel of them. Apparently he's in the zone right now. So Pete Lang doing a great job. Gladiators, they did their best. Some days you can't beat a hot goalie. So Seth with the only goal, it was unassisted. Might have been a weird bounce. They'll take it though. So D4 shaping up to be a strong competitive division here. Shangri-La looking good here. Did not get that many shots, but were able to capitalize. So shout-outs to them as well. And in the worst, awful awful game ever. Most traumatic game for me. The Crazy Eights and the High Rollers. The two teams that I just always confuse. When I first joined the league, the High Rollers were yellow, Crazy Eights were yellow. I don't know what got into me. I confused them left and right. So when they're playing each other, I've got issues. This game ended in a 3-3 tie. Both teams had 35 shots. It's very hard looking at the score sheet to say which team's which. So it's only gonna throw off that little mental hiccup I got going right here. So I know I had called Sammy out for she scored in rec. Congratulations, good for her. She dropped a goal and 2 assists for the High Rollers. She brought it today. Sunday, technically. Awesome game for her. Breakout performance. 2 games, 2 goals, 2 assists. Way to bring it. That's what I love seeing right here. Scored her first goal. Maybe that first goal, real confidence booster. 3-point game. 3 goals for the High Rollers. She was involved in all of them. That's pretty awesome. Shout outs to her. Mike Staley got a pair of goals. Not sure how much he did because Sammy assisted on both of them. So congratulations there. Good job, High Rollers. Aaron Brown dropped 2 goals there for the Crazy Eights. Sam Brinker followed up with a goal and assist. 3-3 game there. We had Dennis and Pete both dropped 32 save ties. So that's not bad for them. Short week, folks. So I hope next week we are going to be able to bring more streaming, more awesomeness, more excitement. We'll get a full docket of games. I'm going to try to stream as many as we can. Hopefully we'll get Adam Marcus or Aubrey or someone else who's expressed interest in streaming some games. Maybe we'll try to get them on for a game or so. We will try to make the experience awesome because it's so cool to do it, and I know some people really appreciate it. So that's the DCHL, MDHL, RHL stuff. I was going to have a guest this week. 100% planned on it. Was going to do a live thing from Beach Bash. Things happened, so Beach Bash happened. Okay, I'm going to do a quick little Beach Bash recap. Not that anyone maybe necessarily cares. DCHL's own Puck Buddies, D1 division team, made it to the Co-Ed B finals, lost a heartbreaker. They were up 1-0. They ended up losing, I think it was 4-1. A lot of bad breaks for Puck Buddies. Bounces didn't go their way. The boards were very active. A lot of rebounds came out, so that was rough. I was really rooting for the Puck Buddies in that one. Shout outs to, he doesn't need the shout outs. He gets them all day, every day. Jake Berube, most valuable male player in that division, scored, I believe, 11 goals. He really brought it. He played his heart out, really wanted to win. It's unfortunate when you come up short, and, hopefully, I know Jake's probably got 1 billion trophies in his life for being a superstar and all that. And, a Tiki trophy that you get for, most valuable male player in a tournament you lost isn't the most significant thing in the world, but hopefully it means something to him. He played a really good tournament. The rest of the team did a good job too. Carlos had a really good tournament. Got to see, remember the stream team, Sarah Shank, scoring all these goals. They had her playing out there. She did a very good job playing forward for the Puck Buddies. I guess she was playing D for the Cupcakes Orange, possibly. Sarah had a good tournament. Whole team did really well. I'm sad the Puck Buddies didn't win it, but they'll be all right. Well, I look forward to seeing them in some more exciting DCHL action. Another story of the tournament. First Ladies brought a team. They brought 2 teams this tournament, not season. They brought 2 teams to Beach Bash. First time they've done it. More interest in the team. Program's growing, so awesome for them. They brought 2 teams. One of the teams ended up losing in overtime, I believe. I believe lost in overtime, and that was a rough loss, but it happens. The other team made it to the finals. They ended up losing 1-0 to the champions from Pittsburgh, Boo Pittsburgh, and it was great. Both teams played amazing. Both First Ladies teams were great. A lot of heart, lot of potential. I think they're going to have great things in the future. More people are interested. The teams are growing. Shout outs to Emily Summers, most valuable defense woman, most valuable defender. She was unbelievable at tournament. Not only as a player, but as a leader. She does it all. She's motivational, helps the team out, plays great, logged a lot of minutes, killed a lot of penalties, did a great job. There's really not much more to say about Emily. If you've ever met her, you know how awesome she is and how great she is at hockey. So, well deserved. And most valuable goalie goes to Aubrey Moore in the women's division. She is unbelievable. She is her claim to fame is being goalie right now for the First Ladies D4 team and now also for the Mercury Rising team. She is so good in that, and she's so good out too. She's so good. I mean, I don't even know what to say. Like anything that I say is going to be vastly underrepresenting how great she is in that. She let in one goal in their entire playoff run. I forget how many goals she let in pool play. Very few. She made a bunch of saves. Unbelievable. It was so good. Also special shout outs. I'm one of the assistant coach people for the First Ladies. Help out. I am one of the best ball fetchers in the league. You want to warm up, I will fetch the balls. I will bring them, not forget them. I'm the best at that. I did a decent job working the door. I saw all the First Ladies play. Everyone was amazing. Congratulations to everyone. Major special shout out. Jamie Jacobson, her first tournament for the First Ladies. She's still getting into hockey. Her first tournament. We People were a little worried she was going to be a little soft, I guess is the way to say it. The tournaments are a little bit rougher than DCHL. People play a lot more physical. She was, in fact, very strong, very tough. She played amazing, did a very good job. She battled hard. She actually took a penalty or two for roughing for just being so physical, which, you don't like taking penalties, but if you're going to do one for playing tough, take it there. It was awesome. She did a great job. It was awesome hanging out, watching the First Ladies play, watching every other team play. We had Venom, we had the DC Phantoms, we had Stars and Stripes. So many teams came. It was awesome. It was a great weekend. Congratulations to everyone who played. Hopefully you had a great time. Special, awesome. You're the best people ever. Shout outs to Jake Morris, Heather Sprague, and Frankie G. Came out to Ocean City, not for the hockey, but they were on vacation. They ended up stopping, watching some of the games. It was awesome seeing them there. Great support for DCHL leagues. It's fun seeing other people there and people really interested in hockey and want to support the community. And I mean, that's really what it is. It's like all about the community. You want to make friends here. You want to be just like a big, big, awesome family. And it was so great seeing them there. Just hanging out with Frank for a little bit, eating a bagel, watching a game. And that's like, what more could you want out of life? I mean, I'd rather be doing that than being on the beach in the sun, getting sunburned, even though I have sunscreen on, getting sand in my toes. Like, I don't want that in the ice cold water. I want to be hanging out with Frankie G watching a hockey game. Come on, that's the life. That's really all that anyone could ever want. Maybe I'm weird, I don't know, but it was cool. I love seeing people there, and I'm very excited for what we have in store for DCHL leagues. I was a dumb rant. I don't know. It's so cool. I love seeing people. I love seeing people happy in playing the sport they love and being part of a community that means something to them. And it's all wishy-washy. It really is. But I mean, it's what's so great about hockey. It brings everyone together, and you get a bit of a workout, and you have some wins, you have some losses. You feel good when you score. You feel bad when you give up a lead, or some team knocks you out of a tournament in overtime, or you get blown out or whatever. It's ups and downs, but at the end of the day, it's always trending upward. You're always happy you went, and always happy you played, and that's why I'm looking forward to more exciting DCHL action on Sunday and MDHL action on Wednesday. Maybe one of these days I'll stop out for roller on Mondays and maybe I'll stream a bunch of games. That would be cool. So that'll be one of my goals, I think, this season. We're going to stream all the roller games, get a full slate of action, and we'll stream more Wednesdays, we'll stream Sundays, we'll hopefully have awesome guests on the podcast. We have some amazing guests lined up for you. I'm not going to spoil it, but we have some new and exciting players coming on. We have some special segments. It's going to be so cool. So I don't know. I hope you just love this as much as I do. Like, it was like every weekend I get to play on Sundays is just, it's a great weekend, even if I lose. I don't know. I'm just ranting. I don't know why. I'm really bad with outros, so I am just gonna say thanks for listening, and check us out on Twitter and on Facebook and Instagram. We never post on Instagram, but we should. That'll be something I'm gonna do this Sunday. I am posting on Instagram on Sunday. We're gonna give someone a shout out, and it's gonna be like a hat trick hero or something like that. We should do hat trick heroes. That would be cool. We will anytime someone drops a hat trick, they're gonna get a picture of them celebrating or something. That might be something we do in the future. I don't know. If you got any ideas for things, like just let us know. Like I just love doing this, and I'm so lame, but be lame with me. So yeah, check out the streams. We had the MDHL rack in D2 Championships. So check them out. See some people you've not seen play before, and maybe stop by and sub for a game or join a team. Do what you got to do, but I don't know. Check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Hopefully, we're gonna be on iTunes soon. I keep saying it. We're gonna do it. We're really gonna do it, but yeah, we're working on it. Check out the DCHL website, playdchl.com. Share it with your friends. Tell everyone how awesome ball hockey is and how cool they can be if they joined us playing ball hockey and doing the awesome things that we do. So, this is Joe Shea. Going to be signing out for today, and hopefully this is awesome and you loved it as much as I do. And I'm way too happy and excited right now, but I just cannot contain my awesomeness at 12:59 at night. I got to post this by like the morning, so let's do this. Awesome ball hockey rules. You all rule. Thank you for watching. Peace, love, and hockey.